welcome back to our channel. This is AmeriCorps-FOR YOU. So today we have two special guests with us. This is Mia and this is Brayden. So we have pumpkins. It is the end of spooky season. However, we wanted to embrace spooky season with our channel and we decided to carve out some pumpkins here, and we're going to make elephant toothpaste ERUPT from our pumpkins. It's a little bit of STEM, it's a little bit of craft, all the good things in an after-school program that would have. So the materials we have today is soap. We have 3% hydrogen peroxide. Please be cautious when you use this, and please make sure when you're doing this craft you are supervised by a guardian. We don't want anyone burning their eyes or accidentally ingesting any of this. We have baking soda. This is also a reactant, so like I said, make sure you're supervised because you know, some people could be allergic to this stuff, could burn you. We got some measuring cups for our solutions that we will measure out according to our cups. We have our two pumpkins. We have glasses to protect our eyes from any of the fumes from the reaction because there will be a fuming reaction. We have gloves for safety, some napkins if we get it on ourselves, and of course our gear today is, like I said, the gloves and the white apron. So that if you want to repeat this activity at home with your family, we'll make sure to put that information in the description below, alright? So let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to put our safety goggles on because safety first. And then I'm going to give each of you a half measuring cup. Okay, so now I'm going to fill 3% hydrogen peroxide, half a cup in both of these measuring cups. So this is Brayden and Mia's first channel that they are special guests on. The first video that they've ever been on too as well, so we're super excited to have them here today. Brayden, will you go ahead and tell them what grade you're in?
I'm in 7th grade.
And you, Mia?
And I'm in 5th grade.
Amazing! What is your favorite subject, Brayden?
Probably math.
Math? Here, go ahead. No. What about you, Mia?
My favorite subject is writing.
Writing? What do you like to write?
I usually like to be creative and make up stories.
Oh, cool! I like creative writing. It exercises your mind to think. Why do you like math so much, Brayden?
Just because it's interesting.
You know, I've never really been into math. I'm more of the science type. Math and science tie into each other, so that's pretty cool. How have you guys been doing with the new online learning system that we have since COVID-19?
I think it's cool and it's definitely different.
I agree. What about you, Brayden?
Yeah, it's definitely different. I wouldn't say that I like it, but it's not the worst thing that I do.
That is true. What is your guys' do you guys have like a favorite part about online learning that you've come to like over the last couple of weeks?
Less work.
You get to stay home all the time. So now we are going to pour the peroxide into the cups. So we have red solo cups inside our pumpkin. So Brayden, you'll pour your peroxide in yours. And Mia, you'll go ahead and take it out and pour it into yours. Be very careful. Try not to spill. So Brayden and Mia, do you guys, or did you guys play sports when you guys were in school?
Yes, I started playing basketball and chess when I was in kinder.
What about you, Brayden?
I started playing basketball when I was in 1st grade, and I've been playing chess since then.
Since 1st grade as well?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You guys remember like your first chess tournament?
No, we've been to a lot lately.
How many tournaments do you think you've been in total?
More than 100. 27.
27, he says. You saw more than 100. That's cool though. I mean, I've never been to a single one, so you definitely beat me.
One time we went to this one in Nashville, Tennessee, and there was over 4,000 people there. It was nationals.
Would you guys place in nationals?
32nd.
72nd? Out of how many?
4,000.
4,000, y'all. These are some chess champs. amazing. That's so crazy. But like cool. That's amazing. I love that. Okay, so now that we have the peroxide in our cups, I will go ahead. If you guys need help, I can help you put your cups back in your pumpkin.
I put mine.
Mia is ahead of the game. You're gonna stay cup. Next, we are going to squirt a big squirt of this in our peroxide. So you can go ahead and start. Go ahead and I'll tell you when to stop. And stop. Okay. We'll probably add more. Yours. I'll tell you when to stop, okay? Next, after we've got our soap, check my procedure. It says, if you want to make your foam a single color, add a few drops of food coloring. Unfortunately, I could not find any food coloring, but that is okay. We're just gonna have plain old white fake toothpaste. So, in a measuring cup, mix together 1 tablespoon of yeast and 3 tablespoons of warm water. So, now we are going to activate the dry yeast. Now the dry yeast is going to be the substance that makes the reaction happen. So first we're gonna open our yeast, and then we're going to pour it in our cup of warm water, and it's going to activate. And we're going to let it activate for about 30 seconds. So you go ahead and open yours. We do it all at the same time. Yeast is weird. It's moving.
Yeah, it's alive.
So now we're going to go ahead and pour our yeast in our water and stir it and let it activate for 30 seconds. And go. Stir it together in the warm water. Alright guys, so now we're going to pour our yeast little combination with water into our cup and hope a reaction happens. Alright. So
all of it?
Yeah, all of it, and step back so it doesn't explode on you, okay?
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not. Mia's kind of did it.
Yeah.
Mine was lame. I mean, it's
Oh,
kind of doing
out.
it. That is some of the most wateriest toothpaste I've ever seen in my life. That's kind of cool. It kind of reacted. Kind of did a little something.
Oh, it's
something.
coming out.
It's more like they just threw up toothpaste. Oh, cool. Well, here, I'll show the cameras what my cup looks like. There's this little like foam reaction coming from the top here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But it's the soapy reaction from the soap that we mixed in to the peroxide. So, cool. Alright, so a little, oh my gosh, I got bubbles everywhere. So a little questionnaire for you guys about the project. You go ahead and go up to the camera and show them what yours looks like. Hers had the best reaction. Okay, so I just have a couple questions for you guys about the experiment. So first things first, based on the ingredients and based on the reaction that we made, why do you think it reacted the way it did?
It could have been because of the, maybe we got some of the measurements wrong.
True, we could have got some of the measurements wrong, like maybe we added too much water, or maybe we added too much water, or not enough yeast, or maybe too much yeast, because I think it was supposed to be 3 tablespoons of yeast, but I said nope.
Wait, no, it was supposed to be 3 tablespoons of water.
So I think we just did too much water. That's probably what it was. But I mean, it still reacted pretty cool. But why does it react? Why do you think the yeast combination with the hydrogen peroxide reacted?
I think it reacted like that because the soap made it bubble up and just get bigger because of the bubbles.
Right. Yeah, the bubbles actually makes it foam. So, little observation and results that we got marked down here. So it says you obviously see a lot of bubbles in from this activity. So a lot of foam reaction. What makes the foam appear? When the hydrogen peroxide, so our 3% hydrogen peroxide right here, which everyone knows is used to cleanse like wounds, or it's used to disinfect, so it has that acidic base, so it has a certain type of base to it that makes it react. So hydrogen peroxide comes in contact with yeast, it starts breaking down water and oxygen. So when you mix the chemicals together, the yeast is reacting in the water because it's becoming friends with each other. And then the hydrogen peroxide makes the foam happen because the peroxide, like I said, has that acidic base. Oxygen is a gas and therefore wants to escape the liquid. The dish soap that you added to your reaction, however, traps these gas levels, forming a soap. That is super cool. Wow. So that's why it foamed and that's why it had the bubbly reaction. So all the gases that we used are from the reaction, so the gases from the chemicals, they're all in those bubbles. Interesting. Cool. The reaction continues as long as there is some hydrogen peroxide and yeast left. Once one of them runs out, it stops making new foam. If you try this activity without dish soap, the reaction will probably still make bubbles, but not foam. Interesting. Very cool. Well, this was a very fun project. I don't know about you guys, but this has been really cool. This was my first time making elephant toothpaste, and you know, I guess this is not necessarily a fail, but it wouldn't be a 100% success. I'd say it's about 50. But this was very cool. I'm so glad you guys came. I'm so glad you guys decided and agreed to be a part of this. This was very cool. We got to carve some pumpkins for the spooky season, and we got to mess around with some chemical reactions. So this has been great. Let me know in the comments below if you guys recreate this video. Let me know if you guys have a better reaction than we did. Let me know if it was like actual elephant toothpaste, because that's what I was most excited for, and I'm kind of upset. I might go home and just do this myself. I don't know. We'll see. That's it. We will see you guys at the next video.